Hey guys, it's Kate with the Book of Kate, and today I am going to be talking about 10 books that I need to read before I go to Apollycon in May. I believe it's in May, hopefully. I am totally underprepared. All I have is my ticket. But anyway, that is not the point. I have 10 books, like I said, of books I need to read before I go to Apollycon, because normally I am totally unprepared and I read 0 books and I just buy whatever. So we can't be doing that this time. So I have a list, I have a plan. Expect seeing more of these type of videos, and also let me know if you guys are going to Apollycon down below, because I would love to have some friends to go with. But anyway, let's just get on into the books. So I have 6 physically that I want to talk about, and then 4 that I am either going to read through my library or through Kindle Unlimited. So the first book is Humbled by Kate Hawthorne, and now I have met her before at Wanderlust, and so she was super nice. All her books sold so fast, and literally I've only read like 20 pages of this book, and so really I just want to read this to see if I want to pick up any more of her books. But this book follows Grayson and Rob. They are both part of a BDSM club, and Rob is actually Grayson's boss, so it gets kind of complicated, and plus they are both tops, so they kind of have to figure out what's going on and why they feel this way for each other when they really shouldn't be. Like, it doesn't make sense how both tops are, you know, gonna work in this relationship, you know? But anyway, so yes, Humbled by Kate Hawthorne. She also has a ton of other books that I'm interested in reading, but this is just one that I have physically. And then this is a book I have heard so much about, Filthy Rich Vampire by Geneva Lee. This follows Julian, who is a super rich vampire, and how it's an issue that he has not found anybody yet. He's old, he's rich, what's the issue? So he ends up falling for a cellist at this gala, and she's human, and so I'm guessing they have a lot to work out and the challenges that come with her being human. I heard it's hot, so hopefully. The next book I have is Vicious Union by Jocelyn Soto, and this follows a man in the Mexican cartel who accidentally gets married in Vegas. And guys, I did not think my Spanish is that good. I know my Spanish is not that good, but let me tell you, all the swear words in here, I'm like, thank you to everyone at my high school, because I do not need like Google Translate for this sucker. So the next book I have to talk about is Pretty Obsessed by J.R. Gray. And now I bought this book last year when I thought that she was gonna be at Wanderlust, but she wasn't. It's a rockstar romance. Rockstar romances used to be my shit. I used to eat up all the rockstar romances, and that hasn't been the case in the last couple years, but the first sentence of the blurb got me, so I'm just gonna read it to you because I know it's gonna get you guys too. Who makes out with a random guy at a club while someone else is giving him head? Enough said. That's all I needed. And also, I am pretty obsessed, haha, with this cover. And then there is The Dark King by Gina L. Maxwell. And now I accidentally bought this book because I confused it for another book. But she's gonna be at Apollycon, so if I like it, I'm gonna track it up to Washington, D.C. I don't really know what this is about, but it also takes place in Vegas. I need to go to Vegas and read all these books, because that's just the vibe. I really know nothing about this book, but it takes place in like a fae world. So we'll see. A lot of the authors attending Apollycon seem to be very fantasy driven. And so hopefully that will narrow down my search, because I'm really into the dark romances. And then there is Unstoppable by K.A. Knight. And now this is the Pretty Smut special edition. This one seems like super interesting and kind of out of my comfort zone. So it follows a daughter whose father conducted these horrible scientific experiments on her, and she escapes and assumes that, hey, like, he's done. And also, like, everyone's saved. When she finds out her father died and that the scientific experiments are still going on, she's like, I have no choice but to stop it. And hopefully there's romance on top of the suspense. But yeah, I mean, I have it, might as well give it a chance. Those were the last of the physical books I'm going to be talking about today, but I do have 4 ebooks that I want to talk about. So here we have Rain by A.L. Woods, and this book is long. It's damn near 900 pages. Like, it's long, And I'm like, can I, like, it's as long as a fantasy novel. Like, she's competing with Brandon Sanderson over here. But people are saying that it's well worth it. I mean, it has a 4.25 on Goodreads, so, I mean, shit, that's pretty good. I don't even know how to describe it. So I'm gonna read a snippet from the Goodreads review that like really kind of sold me. But it says, Rain is raw, real, and unlike anything I've ever read before. This story is heavy, dark, and saturated in melancholy. It is set in Boston, in a town where people are born, get stuck, and died with unfulfilled dreams. The characters' lives are steeped in trauma and tragedy. Everything feels realistic, gritty, and intense. And it's also like a best friend's little sister. And he goes to jail. There's a lot going on, but it sounds super good. Like, you're just gonna have to, I'm gonna link it down below because you're just gonna have to read it for yourself. I am not selling it whatsoever. Then I have A Dark Reverse Harem, Make Me Lie by C.R. Jane and Mae Dawson. This book follows a serial killer's daughter. Like, okay, and it's reverse harem? That's all I needed. That is all I needed to hear. But apparently this book does end on a cliffhanger, which is like really no bueno to me, but the second book is out. And then I have a book from a lady I have seen all over TikTok, Dirty Wicked Prince by Eden O'Neill. And now her TikToks have gotten me a few times. Like, I've like put everything in my cart, but I just have not been able to bring myself to hit checkout. So I'm super excited to see that she's going to Apollycon and that her books are on Kindle Unlimited. So her books start out like in high school and then college, and I believe after college, something like that. So this is the first book that she recommends you starting with. This book is like a dark high school romance, preppy shit going on, that type of book. Guys, I'm really not selling these books because I don't know much about them, but I will keep you guys updated, I promise. I fingers crossed, I will. And then the last book is Caged by Bella Matthews. And now this book is actually on my January TBR. This book follows a fighter who risked his life to save the heroine in this story. And she repays him by staying with him for a few days and being his friend and his like ear to lean on before his huge fight, so he doesn't have to be all alone. And now what really made me want to pick up this book is the fact that it has like a second generation. I'm a slut for second generation books. Like, sign me up, please. Like, I'm so excited. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys are attending Apollycon, let me know down below. I would love to link up. And then also, I want to know what author you guys are most excited to meet. And what book, if you look at the list, if you know who's on the list, like, let me know what book I should read from them. But anyway, yes, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Sorry for all the blabbering. You know, it's a Book of Kate video. I mean, what do you expect? But anyway, guys, thank you so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!